the movie, talks about the themes of love, death, and time. It's unpleasant to talk about death. It's difficult to talk about love, but time we can talk about. What would you always think that you would love to have more time for?
I don't really know. I mean, I'm very young. I have a lot of time on my hands, I guess.
But so, time flies, we can tell you.
Yeah, time definitely flies. I mean, right now, I don't really think I would have anything to say. I think, it's just a good time in my life right now. And I've sort of learned early on, how to kind of live, 100% every day. Like, I think the first time I dealt with a close family member death was when my grandfather's brother passed, my uncle. And that's when I realized, okay, oh God, like my family could go away, they're not gonna be here forever. You think that as a kid, they're just gonna be here forever, they're gonna grow up to experience everything I experienced, but they're not. And I think that's something I learned early on, just how to, spend time with the people I love and really take advantage of that at a young age. So
wise answer. Wise answer.
Thank you.
He's very wise.
Yeah, he is.
I have hidden depth.
He has hidden depth.
Hidden under the leather jacket.
We discussed this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and for you, Edward, what notion of time for an actor? Obviously, time is quite important to an actor. Time keeping, time you're away, time everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I find, like, as you, when you start off getting to do something you love doing, it's consuming, and it's kind of happily consuming. It's like in many times in my life, doing plays and doing films was almost all I wanted to do. And in a weird way, if you're lucky and you get to work on interesting things, that the work expands your life. You go outward into more experiences than you would have otherwise. You get to keep learning and meeting new people, and as that sparks interests and your life expands, you actually develop interests, beyond doing the film. And in some ways, like, I think I'm in a point where for me there's sort of a sweetness to, like, I've done a lot of different types of work, and it's easier for me to wait for things that feel very fresh to me or very, very new, or there are people I really, really want to work with, and have more time for family and other kinds of adventures and stuff like that. But I could always use 36 hours in the day.
Exactly, that's what I always say. 36 and a half.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I want to discuss that extra half hour, right?
So is it important for, this is a relatable kind of story, because everybody will have a story in their lives that they can relate to in this.
Yeah, I think it's funny because, like, the Christmas is one thing, but the end of the year everywhere, even if the Chinese mark the New Year at a different time than we do, everybody does this thing of marking the passing of time, and I think it's almost universal that we get to that time of the year and we reflect a little bit on what are we going to do to make next year better, right? Exactly. And a lot of that has to do with, I'm going to exercise more, or I'm going to spend more time with family, or I'm going to travel. I'm going to make resolutions.
I love the line "New Year, new me."
Yes.
Yeah, New Year, new me. It is, and I think, and I actually think the film. I'm always a little. I wince a little when people make a film for Valentine's Day or a film, but I actually think this film is very well calibrated for the place people are in at the end of the year. It's a nice film, I think, for the holiday season, going to as people think about what do they want to do to get their life in balance a little more next year.